last 6 months, I have been driving the Hyundai Venue IMT and it served me quite well. For my weekend jaunts, for my daily office commute and even for my family's late night cravings, it has been my perfect companion so far, and now the car is back to the headquarters. So before sending it back, I thought why not share my experience on my way to office today. In our long-term review, it's basically more to share my experience with you, how I have liked the car in the last 6 months, or what are the issues that I have faced so far. Basically, we won't be diving too much in technical details क्योंकि वो हमने आपको पहले ही बता रखे हैं, ऐप पे वो सारे details available हैं. Now coming to the Venue, the IMT technology. I was a bit skeptical, compared to auto, it won't be that convenient, but believe me, I am out of that myth now because for city commutes, it's been very handy. The shifts are precise and I feel more in command in the IMT. At the same time, I am fatigue free because clutch operation nahi hai yahan pe. So yes, very handy. The shifts are precise. In terms of performance also, it's pretty much good. It's obviously the gearbox is not as quick compared to a DCT gearbox, but for normal cruising, for normal highway cruising in fact, it's pretty much sorted. हाईवे पे भी परफॉर्मेंस इज़ नॉट एन इशू. द ओनली थिंग जो मुझको थोड़ा सा बॉदर करता है इज़ द NVH लेवल्स, बेसिकली नॉइज़ लेवल्स, बिकॉज व्हेन यू रेव इट हार्ड यू गेट टू हियर द इंजन, इट गेट्स अ बिट नॉइजी. इवन एट सिटी स्पीड्स वो थोड़ा जो एक सॉफ्ट मर्मर है वो आप सुनते हो. सो दैट्स समथिंग विच कुड हैव बीन बेटर. बट व्हेन इट कम्स टू प्रैक्टिकलिटी, कंफर्ट एंड फीचर्स, बिलीव मी, आई एम नॉट डिमांडिंग फॉर एनीथिंग मोर. Starting with comfort, the suspension is balanced. You don't feel it very hard when you go over rough patches. So yes, बहुत ज़्यादा undulations feel नहीं होते, which is good. And the steering also feels light. So yes, fatigue free in city driving conditions. Also, the car is very easy to navigate through traffic. Basically, आप tight spots में easily navigate कर पाते हो. Dimension helps. Compact size है, so it helps in parking as well. वहाँ भी काफ़ी easy हो जाता है हमारे लिए. So for daily city commute, again for your office commute, it's not a problem. And even the seats are comfortable. सामने की seats भी comfortable है, they snug you well. Thigh support अच्छा मिलता है. पीछे की seats भी comfortable है. And in the Venue, पीछे की seats में recline option भी मिलता है to get a better and a more comfortable angle. The leg room, that's a small problem for taller passengers. Basically passengers who are more than 5'10" in height, उनके लिए problem है. But for an average Indian passenger, it's not a big problem because my family members, they haven't complained so far. So yes, ज़्यादा issue वहाँ नहीं आता है. Coming to features now, you have got ample features. We have wireless charging here and we have Apple CarPlay, Android Auto, a sunroof. So ये सारे फीचर्स जो मॉडर्न फीचर्स है आपको वेन्यू मिलते हैं. द टच स्क्रीन इज 8-inch यूनिट. फॉर मी इट्स द राइट साइज. आई एम नॉट वेरी बिग फॉन्ड ऑफ बिगर टच स्क्रीन्स. सो फीचर्स यहाँ पर आपको सारे मिलते हैं. येस, वायरलेस एप्पल कारप्ले, एंड्रॉयड ऑटो नहीं मिलता है, बट यू हैव नॉर्मल वायर्ड कनेक्टिविटी फॉर एप्पल कारप्ले एंड एंड्रॉयड ऑटो, एंड यू ऑल्सो गेट ऑन बोर्ड नेविगेशन. सो येस, प्रिटी मच सॉर्टेड. क्लाइमेट कंट्रोल का फंक्शन भी वहाँ से मिल सकता है. द स्विच गियर्स फील्स वेरी गुड टू ऑपरेट बिकॉज एक पॉजिटिव फीडबैक आपको वहाँ पर मिलता है. क्लंकी फील नहीं आती है. सो दैट्स समथिंग गुड. यू फील प्रीमियम. What also helps is a tighter turning radius of the car because when you're commuting in the city or when you're parking in those tight spots, it comes really handy. इसलिए काफ़ी easy होता है maneuver करने में इसको. So again, pretty much sorted there. We have decent storage space. मेरे पास कॉफ़ी मग रखने के लिए, सैनिटाइजर बॉटल रखने के लिए जगह है, and to keep all my belongings like my wallet and my smartphone. वायरलेस कनेक्टिविटी तो है ही, बट आई ऑल्सो हैव गुड चार्जिंग ऑप्शन. सो नॉर्मल USB चार्जिंग, टाइप C चार्जिंग, 12 वोल्ट चार्जिंग ये सामने मिलता है. एंड पीछे के पैसेंजर्स को दे हैव टाइप C चार्जिंग पोर्ट्स, 2 टाइप C चार्जिंग पोर्ट्स. सो येस, फॉर योर गैजेट्स चार्जिंग इज सॉर्टेड. वो एक अच्छी बात है आज के टाइम पे. इवन द को ड्राइवर, दे हैव गुड स्टोरेज स्पेस इंटीग्रेटेड इन द डैशबोर्ड. सामने में उनकी बिलोंगिंग्स के लिए फॉर देयर वॉलेट, फॉर देयर स्मार्टफोन्स, वहाँ भी एक छोटा बिन है. सो येस, in the new Venue facelift, the 2.5 pm air purifier is integrated in the center armrest. Earlier, they were here in the cup holder, so वहाँ एक आपको storage space बच जाता है, and this is a nice positioning to have. You also have air con vents for the rear passengers, which is integrated in the same unit. Speaking of storage space, the boot also is a big factor, and it has got a sizable boot because I'm able to store a decent amount of luggage there for my longer commutes and even when we're out to shoot. So yes, boot space भी अच्छा मिलता है आपको. And now finally, speaking of the overall appeal in the cabin, basically the quality of plastic, they feel upmarket. That's very big feedback to have. And even the color treatment is very balanced. The cabin doesn't feel very bright or very dark, so that's again something very good, because if it would have been a bit darker, then जो sense of airiness है वो थोड़ा compromise होता है, and then it would have been a problem. Now it's pretty much sorted. Well, that's how my experience with the Venue has been in the last 6 months. And at the end, all I have to say that if you're out in the market to buy a car in the 15 lakh bracket and most of your commute is in the city or even for your occasional highway jaunts, Venue is the right fit.